presentation will look into the defense of unsoundness of mind under Section 84 of the Malaysian Penal Code, focusing specifically on its application in murder cases. Murder, as provided under Section 302 of the Penal Code, is regarded as the most serious criminal offence in Malaysian law. It carries severe punishment and reflects on society's stronger disapproval of unlawful killing. So, because of this, the questions of criminal responsibility becomes particularly significant when the accused is alleged to have been suffering from unsoundness of mind at the time the offence was committed. Section 84 of the Penal Code provides a limited exception to the criminal liability. It's recognized that where an accused person is incapable of knowing that the nature of the act or that the act was wrong or contrary to law, punishment may be unjust. However, this defense is not intended to excuse all form of the mental illness, but only those that substantially impair cognitive capacity. The aim of this presentation is to explore the legal principle underlying the defense of unsoundness of mind under Section 84 in relation to murder offence in Malaysia. To achieve this aim, we set out four main objectives. First, to examine the legal framework governing the defense of unsoundness of mind and how Malaysian court interpret and apply Section 84. Second, to analyse the Malaysian murder case in which the defense was raised by categorizing them according to the outcomes, psychiatric disorders, gender of the accused, and the levels of the court. Third, to conduct statistical analysis to determine the frequency and success rate of the defense, as well as the judicial trend. And finally, to assess the implications of cases where the defense accepted or rejected with particular emphasis on psychiatric evidence and the burdens of proof placed on the accused. I will now hand over to the next speaker who will present first set of findings.
The first set of findings relate to the analysis of the cases by years, cases outcomes, and the levels of court. Based on the cases analysed in this report, it is clear that the defense of unsoundness of mind is rarely successful in murder trials. The majority of cases resulted in the defense being rejected, with convictions for murder upheld. This indicates that Malaysian courts adopt a restrictive approach when dealing with Section 84 of Penal Code Act, especially in cases involving serious offences like murder. Based on our findings, most of the cases that we analysed were between 2013 to 2025, with the highest cases in 2023, which are 8 cases. In terms of court levels, most of the cases examined were decided by the High Court, with several progressing to the Court of Appeal and Federal Court. This reflects both the gravity of the offence and the legal complexity involved when mental illness is raised as a defense. Across all levels of courts, a consistent judicial approach can be observed. The courts repeatedly emphasize that the accused must strictly prove the requirements of Section 84 of Penal Code Act. The mere presence of mental illness is insufficient. What must be shown is that at the time of the offence, the accused lacked the capacity to understand the nature of the act, or that it was wrong or contrary to the law. This This strict interpretation demonstrates the court's concern to the public safety and the integrity of criminal responsibility in murder cases.
The second set of finding focuses on the types of psychiatric disorders, race, and the gender of the accused. The analysis shows that the successful claim of unsoundness of mind were most commonly associated with serious psychiatric conditions, particularly schizophrenia and also psychotic disorders. In these cases, psychiatric evidence demonstrated that the accused suffered from long-standing mental illness which substantially impaired with cognitive functioning. The court placed significant weight on medical testimony that clearly established a connection between the mental disorder and the accused's inability to understand the nature or wrongfulness of the act. In contrast, the claims based on drug-induced mental conditions or emotional distress were constantly rejected. The court held the temporary impairment caused by substance abuse or emotional instability does not fall within the scope of Section 84 of the Penal Code. Regarding the gender, the finding indicate that most accused persons were male. However, gender was not determining the factor in the outcome of the cases. The court focuses instead on objective medical evidence and behavioral indicators such as the accused conduct before, during, and after the offence. This reinforces the court reliance on the evidence rather than the personal characteristic when the assessing claims of unsoundness of mind.
The third set of findings concerns statistical trends and the burden of proof. Statistically, the report shows that the success rate of the insanity defense in murder cases is very low. This confirms that Section 84 operates as a narrow and exceptional defense rather than a commonly accepted one. A key judicial trend identified is the heavy emphasis placed on the burden of proof. The accused bears the responsibility of proving unsoundness of mind on a balance of probabilities. Courts give greater weight to contemporaneous psychiatric reports, particularly those prepared close to the time of the offence. Retrospective assessments were treated with caution unless strongly supported by other evidence. This high evidential threshold ensures that the defense is not abused, but it is also to create challenge for accused person who genuinely suffer from mental illness, especially in establishing the required causal links.
As for the conclusion part, this report has demonstrated that the defense of unsoundness of mind under Section 84 of the Penal Code Act 574 plays a limited yet important role in Malaysian murder cases. The finding shows that the Malaysian courts consistently apply the defense strictly, allowing it only in exceptional cases supported by strong and credible psychiatric evidence. Serious mental disorders such as schizophrenia are more likely to lead to successful claims, while drug-induced conditions and emotional disturbances are consistently rejected. This cautious judicial approach reflects an effort to balance public safety with fairness towards accused persons suffering from genuine mental illness by maintaining a high threshold for the defense. Malaysian court uphold the principle of criminal responsibility while ensuring that justice remains human. Thank you, and that's all from us, Group A.